Welcome back to Radical Music Reviews. So today I'm going to talk about a band pretty much everyone likes. I haven't talked to too many people that don't like them, which is pretty rare. They're pretty appealing. But before I get to them, I did bypass Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. Yeah, like I said, if you know me, you know I'm not a big country fan. I think this is probably the only country record I have, but it's I think one of the better country records. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was done obviously at Folsom Prison. Pretty ballsy move to record an album inside a prison. I could just imagine what the record producers were thinking about that. But I like this music. I like Johnny Cash. I like Waylon Jennings. I like a lot of the Outlaws from the 70s. Not a big fan of new country music. I don't know why. I just prefer the old stuff. And I really like Johnny Cash's voice. I think it's cool. He's got that deep, low timbre in his voice that is just appealing. Probably one of my favorite songs from his is Cotton Fields. I love that song, which CCR did a remake of. That's what I'm talking about. CCR. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Now, CCR is a band that I enjoy. I've always enjoyed them. I think that they're a fun rock band. They are a fusion of rock, southern rock, rockabilly, blues, a bit of skiffle in there. Now, the genesis of Creedence Clearwater Revival started in the mid-60s. John Fogerty, the lead singer, with his brother Tom Fogerty, started the band called the Gollywogs. The Gollywogs didn't amount to much because, unfortunately, John Fogerty was drafted into the Vietnam War. He became a reservist, and he did 3 years and was discharged in 1968. Like a lot of young men were drafted in the United States for a stupid, pointless war. When he came back from his service, he got back together with the Gollywogs, and they renamed themselves Creedence Clearwater Revival. Now, they started, I think that summer, I think one of their first hits was Susie Q, which is a great song. And it just went from there. Hit after hit, great album after great album, till about 1972 when John Fogerty left the band and started doing some of his own stuff. Now, John was really the brains behind CCR. He was the lyricist. He was the main composer of the songs. And when he left, CCR tried to continue, but it was pretty evident that they really needed John in the lineup. Now, what is it about CCR's music that has endured for 50 years? A lot of bands have endured for 50 years, but a lot of bands aren't as fun as CCR is. When you look at bands like the Allman Brothers, they started around the same time, around 68 is when the Allman Brothers came out. It was southern rock music, but it was very different. It was complex, complex rhythmic patterns, lots of big guitar solos from Duane Allman, tempo changes, key changes. CCR kept it very straight ahead. Simple rhythms, easy to drum to. I mean, they're one of the most fun bands to drum to. And I've jammed to some CCR songs with friends. It's simple music to listen to and to play, but in its essence, it's not simple music. It's well-crafted, well-written, catchy music. And when I'm in front of the campfire at the cabin, I love southern rock, but I'm probably going to gravitate to things like the Doobie Brothers, who CCR certainly inspired, and Creedence. Around the campfire, it's great down-home music, and it's funny because they weren't from the southern states. I believe John Fogerty was born in Berkeley, California. He and his brother. So they're California boys, but they played music like they were from the Mississippi Delta. It was awesome. It was really great. So just goes to show you, it doesn't matter where you come from. It's what you feel. And the hits they had were fantastic. I've got 2 albums, both greatest hits albums. Now, if you're interested in CCR's albums, Cosmos Factory is a great album, lots of hits on it. But speaking about what I have here, I mean, this is a 3 LP set. Just listen to how many hits they had in like a 3-year span. Bad Moon Rising, Fortunate Son, I'm going to talk about that song in a second. Traveling Bound, Proud Mary, Susie Q, I Put a Spell on You, Who'll Stop the Rain, Up Around the Bend, Running Through the Jungle, Looking Out My Back Door, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Great remake of Marvin Gaye's song, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Clocks in at about 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes long, but done so well. Have you ever seen The Rain? Midnight Special. Fantastic. Midnight Special, of course, for you younger folks who are watching, the Midnight Special. Burt Sugarman's Midnight Special was a television program on in the mid-70s, and they had all the big bands on a TV show that came out at midnight, you know, the Midnight Special. And Fortunate Son, of course, one of the premier Vietnam protest songs, was about these middle-class kids like John Fogerty. He worked at a gas station at 20 years old and was, you know, drafted into the war. Fortunate Son is about all those fortunate kids who are rich, who are senators' sons, who didn't have to go fight just by nature of their status in society. And that's a bunch of bullshit. War is bullshit, but that was a really bad time for the United States. So, I mean, what else can I say about CCR other than that they are a really great band? They're going to be around for another 50 years. You're going to hear them on the radio all the time. You're going to sing to them at karaoke. And hopefully, campfires around the world will still have CCR playing because they are a great premier rock band from the States. What more can I say? Check it out. And I think my favorite part of CCR is the vocals. John Fogerty's vocals. The guy could screech, man. He's a kick-ass singer. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your Sunday. I still hope you're enjoying watching these. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want me to review a record, let me know. I'm probably going to come up with a top 10 list here pretty quick just to make things interesting. And yeah, enjoy your day. Cheers.